Wrestling Rampage here, back with another exciting video.
That's right.
We are. And we're here.
We are back with another exciting video, and this is 6 questions with Wrestling Rampage. We got 6 questions that we're going to be answering for you guys. What this is, 5 questions is what it's really named. But
not to cut you off, but I with all the things that we've done, this right here is my favorite.
Is this your favorite?
This is my favorite.
Well, this is when you guys, the viewers and subscribers of Wrestling Rampage, send us your guys' questions in for us to answer. It could be wrestling related or not. It doesn't matter.
This right here, they get to know a little bit more about us.
Know our wrestling knowledge, or get to know us a little bit better.
That's right.
So make sure if you guys do want to ask us a question, feel free. Don't hesitate. Let us know in the comments below on our Facebook, facebook.com/WrestlingRampage2, on our Twitter @WrestleRampage, or on Facebook. So,
because we will answer.
That's right.
Just ask.
We'll go ahead and we'll go ahead and get into this. You ready there?
Yep.
All right, here we go. We got 4 questions from one person, and his name is Tez Johnson 1.
One who was related to Roy Johnson from the United Kingdom tournament.
He might be. Well, Wrestling Rampage is one of the best wrestling YouTube channels going today.
That's right.
We are seen in the UK, we are seen in Canada, New Zealand. Big shout out to Wrestling Addict 100 and Raider 35.
Yeah.
You get seen all over the world. And these questions, they may not make sense when I tell them, but we write them down as they come in.
Yeah.
But we try to understand what they mean. So.
What's your best in your house? I'm assuming it's what's your favorite in your house. Tommy?
I'm going to have to go within your house Canadian Stampede. 4 matches.
4 matches.
Well, you count 5 if you count free-for-all with the goblins and the new blackjacks there.
I don't count that.
But I'm going to have to go with Canadian Stampede.
I did like the main event.
The 10-man tag.
The 10-man tag.
I like the Mankind Triple H.
That was good.
That was the first match.
The only thing I never really liked about
and
In
I
Your
liked
House...
Taka Michinoku versus the Great Sasuke for the light heavyweight title.
There's one thing I didn't like about In Your House, and that was fucking Todd Pettengill.
Yeah.
I never liked Todd Pettengill. I thought he sucked.
He did suck as a broadcaster.
He did. Pops.
I really, In Your House is never really my best thing.
You weren't a big fan of the In Your House.
I was not, so I really can't say which one I like better, because they just wouldn't suit me. It just wasn't right for me.
Me, I like some of the older, like once they went later on with In Your House Bad Blood, In Your House Fully Loaded. I like Rock Bottom. I enjoyed a lot of them, but if I have to go back to In Your House, before they started making them into regular pay-per-views, Mind Games won a Philly. So I really enjoyed it. Main event, WWF Championship match, Shawn Michaels versus Mankind. Great match. In Your House, this was the transition era in WWE.
Yeah.
95.
No, even 96.
And 96. It started to pick up in 97. So, some of the In Your Houses were kind of hard to watch for me.
I know 95 was.
Yeah, so, hey, and feel free if you guys want to answer these questions in the comments below. You guys can answer these questions as well. We'd love to hear you guys' responses.
Tell us who you think was.
That's right. What's your best WWE tournament? I'm assuming what's your favorite WWE tournament?
So it's got to be WWE.
We'll go outside the box if you like a different tournament more than a WWE tournament. Go ahead and say it.
Well, I'm gonna be honest. I think the WWE tournaments were kind of sucky.
Some of them were.
You know.
Like going back to the Cruiserweight Classic.
Yeah.
They had some good matches, but
they always chose the wrong person.
Like most of the time, the people that you were going for lost.
Yeah. Goddamn. Really, T.J. Perkins. Really? I wasted about 2 days of my life, and now I know that T.J. Perkins won.
Same thing about the UK tournament.
Yeah, I was going for Pete Dunne. I went through Pete Dunne all through the goddamn tournament. He made it to the finals, and he loses to fucking Tyler Bate, the world's most skinniest wrestler. I'm just being honest.
Well, what's your favorite tournament then?
I'm gonna have to go with Jim Crockett Senior Memorial Cup Tag Team Tournament.
And why?
Because they had a whole bunch of great tag teams in there, even some jobbers.
The Bulkies.
That's right.
Yeah,
George South was in there also.
Yeah. That's right.
You know. And they had a whole bunch of great tag teams in there.
Oh, you can't forget about Lasertron and...
oh, you knew they weren't going to make
Handsome
it.
Jimmy Valiant, baby.
Handsome Jimmy.
You know, you had the Road Warriors, you had the Midnight Express, you had the Rock and Roll Express, you had Dusty and Knight and Nikita, you had fucking the Raging Bull, Manny Fernandez and Rick Rude, you had the Four Horsemen, and you know, it was all great tag teams.
Well, it's like Tom said. I got to go with the Jim Crockett Senior Memorial Cup for the reason of this right here. You know, it was a lot different. This right here was for invitational. It means you got invited to this. I mean, stars from as far as Japan, New Zealand.
Even Japan was in it.
You know, every tag team across the world was invited to this. And that's what made it most exciting because I think it was 4 months.
24.
Yeah.
Yeah, 24 tag teams.
Yeah, 24 tag teams, and that right here standing. I think it, what, 2 weeks, 3 weeks. That it went on that long.
And of course, you'll see Ric Flair defend the world title.
To get down right to the finals. And the reason why I loved it was by invitation. That, you know, you were asked to come there, and you had to be a great tag team to get there, and that's what I liked about it. And you know, that's why I liked about it. And it was tag teams from all over the world came there.
When it comes to tag teams, when it comes to tag team wrestling, sometimes tag team wrestling is really good. You know, more the merrier when it comes to people in the ring.
Yeah.
But I'm gonna go WWE. Now this is the thing though. It's always hit and miss with this, and it's King of Ring. It's always a hit and miss.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah, I remember that sweet ass Mabel win.
The sweet ass Mabel win. Don't forget about William Regal in 2008 becoming King of the Ring.
Yeah, I think he beat fucking Hornswoggle.
Now the thing is, I like William Regal, but the simple fact of it is, there was no point in it.
Well, same thing with Sheamus.
Sheamus had no point being King.
You know, he won, but he didn't do nothing with it.
It didn't. You know.
Same thing with Barrett.
Yeah.
Now, see, on the other hand, it could make stars. Stone Cold Steve Austin.
Yeah. And look, Ken Shamrock was champion in '98. I didn't see nothing from Ken Shamrock.
Exactly.
Billy Gunn, same thing.
You know,
Kurt Angle helped us.
You know, I don't
Exactly.
want to belittle any you know, the wrestlers, you know, that got King of the Ring, but it didn't go anywhere with them.
Well, Hart did pretty good
But
also.
the facts are the facts. I think King of the Ring was so popular with Stone Cold, Bret Hart, you know, Owen Hart, and the rest of them that did go somewhere. I think it's because of their persona.
Mm-hmm.
They knew how to do it, and they knew how to make it happen. You know, and that's a talent too.
And look, it even helped Edge's career.
Exactly.
It won in 2001. Exactly.
And it helped Brock Lesnar's career.
Yeah.
But
even though I'm not a fan of that Jimmy John motherfucker.
But a lot of them failed. A lot of them passed by. But the simple fact of it is, I always enjoyed it. But you know, coming back full circle, there's some that didn't deserve it. Especially the newest one, which was King Barrett, which was 2 years ago. But anyway, you haven't had one since then.
Well, because no one gives a fuck
exactly.
anymore.
What it is now it's a tool to try to get that person over.
Yeah.
And guess what? It has the same significance as the Andre the Giant Memorial Battle Royal does.
And you know what? That helped Baron Corbett's career. At least he got a fucking Intercontinental title shot.
Tried to, at least. But the simple fact of it is, it's not needed.
Yeah.
Because it's not going to help a career.
I agree with that. It's like and I agree. You know, it's like King of the Ring, and Andre the Giant Battle Royal. It's like it's right here. It's a hit and miss. You can either make it or miss it. And like you know,
a lot lately it's been missed.
Yeah, but I do really, you know, Corbin. You know, as a you know, I really don't like him, not because you know I don't think he has talent. It's just because you know he perceives himself he's an asshole. He don't care. But he did have not a big push, but a big enough push that everybody knows who he is.
Mm-hmm. Especially on SmackDown nowadays.
Yeah.
Next question: what's your best WWE Championship title ever? I'm assuming your favorite WWE title, championship title ever. I'll go ahead and go first. You guys already know this right off the bat. Winged Eagle, classic Winged Eagle. Always loved it. You know, held by a lot of the greats: Macho Man Randy Savage, Hulk Hogan, Ultimate Warrior, Shawn Michaels, Bret Hart. Even Stone Cold held it before they turned it to the Attitude Era belt. So I'm going to go with the Winged Eagle.
I also am going with the Winged Eagle because that was my favorite championship also. I wasn't a big fan of the Attitude Era title. I don't know why, it's just I rather prefer the Winged Eagle because I like the Winged Eagle.
Well, to me, it just had that classic look.
Yeah, it looked good.
You know,
I don't even know why they changed it. They might as well need to use it now, too. You know, it's better than a fucking...
You know,
it's better
coming up second to me would be Intercontinental Championship.
Yeah.
But
probably coming up second would be the Intercontinental Championship to me also. But, you know, like that Universal title, you know, they need it. I've never seen that motherfucker. That motherfucker's lost on milk cartons worldwide. I haven't seen that
I just don't dig the new designs
I
for
hate
the belts.
I hate I'm not a big fan of the new
Because
design.
they all look the same.
They all look the fucking same. Because, yeah, mix it up.
Just different fucking colors and variations.
Yeah.
Pops. Now,
you know,
now once again, you guys don't have to go with WWE. You guys
I'm going out of the box here, and I'm going for the NWA World Title. I'm not talking about the World Title of
the big gold belt.
I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about the real NWA title.
The National Wrestling.
Yes, I'm talking about that one, brother, because that right there was held by a whole group of great men. And still this day, you know, you had Dusty Rhodes hold it, you had Ric Flair hold it, you had all kinds of guys back as far back as the 50s held that title, you know, and you know there's so much prestige in that right there title. And
well, not anymore.
No, but still to this day.
I'm just being honest. I'm being honest. That title now is indie.
Yeah, but still to this
no
day.
one gives a fuck about it anymore.
That title. Well, there's a lot of reproduction for it now, but the real title, in my opinion, is held in Ric Flair in a glass case.
It's at Ric Flair's house.
Yeah.
Glass case, sitting there right on his mantle.
Yep.
Number 4. Who should be in the WWE Hall of Fame first? As between two people. The British Bulldog or the Rocket Owen Hart?
Well, I like the British Bulldog, don't get me wrong. Well, I'm to go with Owen Hart more. He's done more in the wrestling business than the Bulldog has. Because all I remember, the Bulldog was Hardcore Champion, and Intercontinental Champion, and Tag Team Champion. Owen has been European Champion. Oh, I forgot, Bulldogs was European Champion also.
He was the first one.
You know, but I have to go with Owen because he was Intercontinental Champion, was Tag Team Champion, was European Champion, multiple time Tag Team Champion.
Do you think Martha Hart will ever have that shred of?
I don't know. You know, I think it's time to move on. You know, it's been what?
What was it, 1999? He passed away.
99.
So we're coming up. This is 2017, so we're coming up on 20 years.
You know, it's time to grieve. It's time to let it all lie. You know, give Owen Hart the recognition he deserves. Put him in the Hall of Fame.
Damn right.
You know,
you agree with him?
I tell you, this is gonna shock you people. This right here is probably about the fourth time that I've agreed with Tom. Because you know here we have different views. Everybody that watches our channel knows that. But I have to agree with Tommy because Owen Hart did held a lot of titles. And me, I don't think, you know, I can understand, you know, grieving. I know what it's like. You know, my wife passed away, and you guys know it. You know, your mother passed away in '08. But you know, there's a time, you know, that you know you never forget. But it's time for you to move on. You know, time for you to get your life back on. And I think that his wife should just let it go. Let them honor Owen for what he did in that ring, because he was one hell of a great technician. And I think, yes, let him go in the Hall of Fame.
And now don't get me wrong, both does deserve Hall of Fame status.
Yeah.
But I'm also going to have to go with Owen. Goes in before Bulldog. Owen, and this also comes to the fact as well. Bulldog was, you know, he was the power wrestler, you know. And you can pull a good match out of the Bulldog. You didn't have to pull one out of Owen. Owen was going to give you a good match.
It was natural for him.
So, I'd have to go with Owen as well.
Nothing against you know, Bulldog. It's just because that's just the way it is. I mean, you're right. The Bulldog, you have to pull it out of him to give you a good match. But after you pulled him out, he had a good match.
Exactly. Go back and watch SummerSlam, 1992, when he gets Bret Hart for the Intercontinental Championship.
Exactly. But you didn't have to pull it out of Owen. Owen was always ready.
We get the next fifth question, then we got one more question after that. Macy Grice asked us, how would you feel about a Randy Orton versus Bobby Roode rivalry?
well, I guess I'll have no problem with it because, to me, and I'm a Randy Orton fan.
You are a Randy Orton fan.
But I know that his gimmick now is plain as fucking shit. It is now. That Viper gimmick's fucking wore out its welcome. It's been fucking overdone now.
I've been hearing voices in my head for almost 10 years
Yeah,
now.
I've been hearing, I have voices in my head, they talk to me and all this bullshit for fucking 10 years now. You know, it's getting old. You know, I know you got on elbow pads and figure you're different, but it's still the same. You know, and you got, but I'm tired of seeing.
Orton needs to change it up.
Orton needs to start changing it up. Go back to the Legend Killer. Go back to fucking whatever. You can go back to fucking 2002 Orton for all I care.
Do the Vario pose?
Yeah. it's old. Viper gimmicks wore out its welcome. So I'm gonna say it would be good, but I'll have to go with Bobby Roode on that.
Pops.
You know, not to the vision, you know, of their talent, but I don't like neither one of them because I think they're both dicks. But I think, for perspective of how kind of a match it would be, I think it'd be one hell of a match. And I tell you what, you know, I wouldn't care to see that. You know, I'd like to see it.
Who do you think would go over between Orton and Roode?
I tell you what, now I think, you know, I think I would personally have to give it to Roode. I really would. I'm sorry, but that's the way it is.
The feud will be okay, but this is the thing. Just what they did with Bray, it's already pushed me off Orton completely.
Yeah.
They had me in for a little while with the whole Bray and Randy Orton thing. They had me going, and then with the shitty blow-off match that they had at Payback, I'm off that Orton train already.
Yeah.
So
I'm off the Randy Orton train once that fucking shitty
so Bobby Roode
House of
comes in
Horrors
and-
ended.
Oh boy, was it horror!
I feel sorry for Barrow because of this right here.
And here's the thing.
I feel like the WWE just cut his nuts off.
And here's the thing. Now we're back to Random Feud Wyatt.
That's the nickname we gave him here on the channel. He's Random Feud Wyatt, and that's what he's going back to. Because
He's going back to.
They will let him feud with anybody, but he ain't gonna get nowhere.
There you go.
He's Random Feud Wyatt.
So once again,
when he's on Raw, he's Random Feud Wyatt.
Once again, if that rivalry comes down, it's going to come down to be glorious.
Yep, Bobby Roode.
Exactly.
So, oh wow!
Look out now! What are you doing here?
Table came undone there for a second. But last question is by Charles Reed Fowler. What's your favorite childhood cartoon series?
Well, I'm gonna have to go with Beavis and Butthead, Red and Stimpy. I'm gonna put Hey Arnold on that list.
Yeah.
Fuck Doug.
Doug was alright.
Doug sucked. I'm gonna have to go with The Simpsons. I'm gonna have to go with Family Guy.
You know, me and Tommy grew up in the same era. Pops grew up in a different era. With me, you know, I was more of a Nickelodeon kid back in the day. I liked a lot of different cartoons. And of course, don't get me wrong, when wrestling was on, that's what we watched.
Yeah.
So, you know, at that point, fuck cartoons. But cartoons, you know, I watched a lot of cartoons, but I also enjoyed all the other shows that came on, like Legends of the Hidden Temple,
Double Dare 2000,
Double Dare 2000, Sloppy Double Dare, any Double Dare that came on. Anything that I wasn't a big fan of Guts, but
I wasn't a big fan of the Amanda show either. I was a fan of all that though.
All that was a good show, but you know, with that I was more of a Nickelodeon. You know, anything that came on Nickelodeon, I enjoyed to some degree.
Yeah.
Cartoon Network, watched it every once in a while. So, Pops.
Oh, God. Scooby Doo. No, we're not talking about Scooby Doo of the day. I'm talking about Scooby back in the '60s. Also liked
Scooby Doo, where are you?
Yeah. I also liked the Herculoids. If anybody remembers that, you know, leave a comment. You know, see if you know about it. I also like Space Ghost, Flintstones.
Now, don't get me wrong. Me and Tommy grew up on like Looney Tunes and Tom and Jerry and a lot of those as well. So.
But
and he also liked Josie and the Pussycats too.
And let's not forget Johnny Quest.
Did you like Josie and the Pussycats?
The blonde played the drums. She was wild. I liked her.
But feel free to answer the questions that you guys. Well, don't forget to answer the questions in the comments below, because we'd love to hear you guys' answers as well. Don't forget to give us a big thumbs up if you guys enjoyed this video. Don't forget to like us on Facebook, facebook.com/WrestlingRampage2. Follow us on Twitter @WrestleRampage. Hit that subscribe button. We got more videos coming. Right. We always have more videos coming. So show us out there, Pink Panther.
Dozens and dozens of videos.
If you don't subscribe right here on Wrestling Rampage, I guess you're just not enough.